The Fox Transfer dropper post is all new for this year, and with the aim of improving reliability and serviceability, it's been completely redesigned from the inside out. It's now offered with up to 240mm of travel, and you can also get it in the bigger 34.9mm diameter. We've been testing both a factory series and a performance elite version of the new Fox Transfer, and in this video we'll be discussing what's changed and why Fox reckons it's back in the dropper post game. Now, this third generation Fox Transfer features an entirely new construction for 2025. Now, it's no secret that we encountered issues with the previous version, which could suffer from air loss, which meant that the post wouldn't always be able to extend back to full height. Fox says that it's addressed this with a complete redesign of the internals. The main air chamber has been repositioned to the top of the post, where it can be accessed underneath the saddle clamp. Using a standard shock pump, you can adjust the air pressure to fine-tune the return speed. The IFP has also been shifted further up, allowing the engineers to ditch the dynamic air shaft seals of old in favour of more robust static seals. Fox claims that this new system results in a 62% reduction in air loss. Further down, the IGUS bushings have been replaced by metal-backed Econol bushings, which are more similar to what you'll find inside a modern fork. The top bushing now sits within the upper tube instead of the collar, improving overall alignment. The tighter tolerances are said to improve both friction and slop, making the new transfer significantly easier to actuate. With the addition of a whopping 240mm travel version, the Fox Transfer is now offered in 5 different travel options. You can get it with 120, 150, 180, 210 or 240mm of travel. Each post is also adjustable with plastic clip-in spacers, allowing you to reduce the travel in 5mm increments. You can fit up to 5 of them in total, and it's easy to do without any special tools required. Now, with its new construction, the Fox Transfer does save a bit of weight over the old version, though with so many sizes available, it varies quite a bit. The lightest option with 120mm of travel weighs a claimed 475 grams. Meanwhile, the heaviest option with 240mm of travel weighs a claimed 826 grams. Installing the new Fox Transfer is much the same as the previous version. We've got our test post cabled up to the Fox One by remote, which continues to be one of our favourites on the market. The ergonomics are spot on, and there's minimal thumb force required to activate the dropper. Up top is a new 2-bolt saddle clamp, which has a lower profile compared to the previous transfer. The overall stack height has been shortened slightly thanks to a thinner collar, and that helps you to squeeze in as much travel as possible, especially on a modern mountain bike. I've got a 180mm post in my pivot switchblade with room to spare, and Mick's got a 210mm post in his Santa Cruz Tallboy. From the workshop to our first ride out on the trail, we were immediately impressed by the fast action of the new Fox Transfer dropper post. The previous version was already very good in this regard, though the new post slides more smoothly again, with less force required to get it moving in the first place. And unlike many other dropper posts we've used, there's zero need to unweight the saddle. You can have your full body weight on it, and it will start moving as soon as you press the remote. The reduced friction and speedy action also makes it easier to perform micro adjustments of the saddle's position. This is particularly beneficial when lowering the saddle just a touch when you're approaching a steep and technical climb. We also like the audible thunk when the post extends back to full height and when it bottoms out at full compression. In each case, it helps alert you to the saddle's position, which is appreciated when riding especially rowdy trails. As for downsides, well, there's not a whole lot to complain about with the new Fox Transfer. It is still expensive, but it's comparable to other premium droppers from the likes of Wolftooth, Bike Yoke and RockShox. Perhaps a downside for some riders will be the lack of a wireless option for the new transfer. The Reverb Axis has owned this market over the past few years, though we have seen wireless droppers arrive recently from TransX and KS, and Bike Yoke is allegedly working on one as well. Of course, no one really needs a wireless dropper post, but the effortless control, lack of a cable and ease of installation sure makes it a nice luxury to have. Some riders are also able to justify the investment by sharing one wireless dropper post between multiple bikes. With that in mind, while we're certainly impressed by this new cable-operated transfer, we're still hopeful that Fox will enter the wireless market at some point in the future. Now, although our experience with this new dropper post has been positive so far, its long-term durability has yet to be proven in the mass market, which will be the ultimate test. However, it's clear that Fox has paid a lot of attention to both reliability and serviceability. In addition to the updated air sealing system, the new transfer features double the oil seals with a wiper added to reduce oil loss. All of this contributes to a longer interval between services. Fox now recommends a full service for every 300 hours of ride time. On that note, while neither of our test posts have required a full teardown just yet, it's great to know that Fox is moving away from proprietary tools, making it easier for home mechanics to service the transfer. It's also easier to perform routine maintenance thanks to the knurled collar at the top of the outer tube. This can be unthreaded by hand, allowing you to clean and re-grease the top bushing and wiper seal in between services. Now, if you're looking for more detail on price and specs for the new Fox Transfer dropper post, I've put a link in the video description below which will take you through to the full review over at flowmountainbike.com. If you've got any questions for us, make sure you put those into the comments below. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this video and we'll see you next time. Tooroo!